Hello friends, welcome to Salesforce CRM Analytics video session 231. So basically in today's video, we will go for a combination of filters where we will have the filtration for each of the data types. So for example, we will like till now we covered the filtration for measures, we covered the filtration for dimensions, we covered the filtration for dates, both relative and absolute. In today's video, we will cover that scenario where there will be a mixture of filters for different data types. So you will have a filtration for measures as well as dimensions as well as dates. Concept remains the same. I think you might have understood that whole SQL which works in the backend, but it's just to pace up your practice. It's just to get more clarity on the concepts of SQL. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I will open the Analytics Studio. We'll refer the same data set, which is fine. Now let me go for count of rows as well. That is also completely fine right now. I will in the filters, what I will do is I will go for let's say I go for stage, and let's say I write does not equal to, let's say, closed one and closed lost. Okay, I'm clicking on apply, and another filter I'm going for, let's say, amount, and I don't know like what to give. Let's say I give less than equal to, let me give a number, for example 50,000. Okay, I'm giving a number called 50,000. Cool. And also let's say I go for the close date, and let's say I go for the close date as what to go for the close date. Let's say I go for let's say I go for custom, something like current year to 6 years old. Okay, cool. I think that is fine. So as you can see, I have applied a filter for dimension. I've applied a filter for measure as well as applied a filter for date. Okay, the combination is, let it remain the same, 1 and 2 and 3, because I'm already getting the number of records 13. Now we will see how this is working in the backend. Fine. So now firstly, what I will do is let me just write that particular thing first of all over here. Okay, write that condition so that I can directly jump into writing the query once we analyze the query. Okay, so the total count of opportunity records filtered by stage excludes stage. Let me write the whole thing. Stage, or I can say close stage. Okay, if I write in proper English, it's close stage. Okay, and what else? Amount less than equal to 50,000. Amount less than or equal to 50,000. Okay, and close date is current years to 6 years ahead, and close date is current year to 6 year ahead. So that is the whole condition. Total count of opportunity records filtered by close stage and amount less than or equal to 50,000, and close date is, yeah, and close date is current years to 6 years ahead. Fine, that is the thing. Now we will see how's the code working in the backend, and we will write it ourselves. Okay, so here, as you can see, like see this loading part, we are all right. The grouping part and everything we are clear. So now we will just look into the filter. So as you can see, the first it is written stage name not in, okay, or stage name is null. Fine. I'm not sure why they have given this. Okay, that is also fine. Stage name, but I think even if we don't give it, that is fine. The reason being, a stage is a compulsory field. We already know that there are a few compulsory fields which we have. So stage name is one of them. So stage name can never be null. I think we can skip this part. I know currently it's written in that way, but I think this part we can skip. So we can write stage name not in, and we can give the values, and we can write amount less than equal to 50,000. Okay, and date in current year to 6 years ahead. We all know how how to write this part, right? So we have already understood how to write for each of the filters for dimensions, measures, and date. And now we will combine all of them and now we will check it. Okay, I hope you got this part. So stage name, why I can skip this part, that is known to you. Okay, uh, I will open this query and now what I'm going to do is I will write this part. Okay, so I'm hiding the above one. So q equal to load, I will give the dataset name, q equal to filter q by, I will give that. Okay, then q equal to put q by all, then q equal to for each q count of q as a, and q equal to limit q 2000. Okay, and I will give the dataset name over here, which is fine. Now comes the main part of writing the filters. Okay, so that is fine. I will write stage name, in, so that will be closed wound and closed lost. Okay, that is fine. And then comes the amount part. Okay, so amount is then equal to, I'll give the number. Okay, and here comes the tricky part. So here date of close date underscore year, close date underscore month, and close date underscore day. Okay, in, I'm going to write, and let me do one thing, let me just make it to the next line, that is fine. So this will be, so it is like current year to 6 years ahead. So current year to, I will mention 6 years ahead. Okay, so we write ago and ahead, right, and end with a semicolon. So now let's review this. I think this part is done then. So q equal to, I'm loading the opportunity dataset, q equal to filter q by stage name in, that is fine, and amount is less than equal to 50,000, and date of close date year, close date, no, close date in current year to 6 years ahead, and the rest of the line I'm quite confident it is fine. So now let's go to the SAQL and now we will execute this. Okay, there is an error, let's see. Okay, let's not worry, let's see. For each q, I have forgot to write the word generate. Okay, so I have to write generate over here. So as you can see, it's showing me 29, but here it is 13, right? Okay, let me just change it to chart mode. And here, as you can see, excludes. Okay, so it is exclude. It should be not in. Fine. I have written here closed. It is exclude. So it should be actually open stage. Huh? Okay, let's do one thing. Let's change over there. Fine. Instead of changing over here, let me do one thing. Let me change over here. So it will be equals. Fine. It's my mistake. It will be equals. Okay. It's the same thing. So what happened here equals, cool. So it is 29, that is fine. Okay, the number seems fine. I've just changed that condition. Fine, it's the other way around also. If you do, that is fine. I have to write not it, but that's not a major mistake. The main thing is the complete code is written right now, so that is completely fine. That makes sense, and that is completely correct as well. Okay, now in this manner we can try a few more things as well. You have to keep on practicing, so you can try for different kind of more filters. So let's say, you can give different kind of variation. For example, let's say I give lead source, uh, let's say you give something like starts with, for example. Okay, by the way, I don't know the values also. Let's go for lead, 1 minute. Okay, so you have something like PAIC. Okay, PA is there. Okay, so maybe what I can do is here I can go for PA. So I can go for type equal to PA. Opportunity type, let's say I go for contains. or I can go for starts with also, but let's go for contains, let's say PA. Okay, and I click on apply. No result found. That is strange. But I think for partner we have results, right? Contains PA. There is no result forms. Okay. Okay, I think when you are going for PA, you have to give the complete word. Okay. So I think I got this point. So for start, you can go write our letters, but when you're going for a word contains, you have to go with the complete word, I guess. Fine. So let me write partner. Okay, here also it's coming no result found. I'm not quite sure why this is not working out. It should have worked out. Let's see. Okay, what's the issue? Type is partner. Here we already have the type. Remove the filter. Oh, sorry, I think it was something else I saw then. Not type. I don't know what I saw then. What is it? Lead source. Okay, so in lead source, I need to give PA. Okay, so let me try that for lead source. For example, if you go for lead source, and now let's say I go for contains. Okay, and I just go for PA, for example. Okay, so as you can see, I still see I see 115 records, which is cool. Now let's say I go for something like amount. Okay, and let's say for amount, I just write that is fine. I think this one is fine for me. Between 0 to, let's say I need the round of value 1 lakh. Okay, fine, and let it be there for as of now. So how that contains comes up, okay, so that is something you have to know. So you can go for this words like matches, something we learned on the data layer as well when we were learning data flow and all. So if there is a word which contains certain words, you can write matches. Okay, similarly you can find out like what are the other stuffs you can do. So for example, let's say I write something like starts with. Okay, I write starts with and I write pa, and if I click on apply, then we need to understand how that code is working in the backend. So here it is like in double quotation with PA percentage. Okay, so that is when when you are starting with a particular thing, you go for like when a particular word is contained, then you go for matches. Okay, so in that way you just need to learn how this functionality works in the backend. That's it. Okay, so I'm removing this one. The measure is fine. Then you have other words also, right? So does not start. Okay, let's say I write does not end with. Okay, so does not end with, let's say I write something like, I don't know, it's EV, right? So let's say I go for EV. So it will not show me the web part, isn't it? It won't show me the web part. And here, if I go to the SQL, let's see how it's coming up. So as you can see, it is like lead source like, but it's one exclamation mark is there, which means it does not end with that. So in this way, we are going to practice further, okay, for dimensions and everything. And we will see how it looks like so that we become much more clear on the concept. So yeah, we'll practice in the next video, and that's it about this one. And we will keep on the practice.